Hey guys, Crazy back here. Today I am going to show you guys my PvP builds. So yeah, that's plural. I have an offensive build for Doram and also a defensive build for Doram. First off, I'm going to say what our offensive build and defensive builds are for. Like for some instances in PvP, like Guild League and War of Imperium and yeah, some other stuff. Even DD regarding like depends on your team composition. You might need a tank in DD. That's why the defensive build is there. But for Guild League and War of Imperium, it's best to be tanky because you don't want to feed and you don't want to like give enemies points by dying too often. So let's dive in even more. Okay, so let's dive into the defensive build first. So this is my PvP defensive build. As you can see over here, this is my distribution for my character for the stats. I split between vitality and int. Why int? Because of the mdef that it creates. Because yeah, still warlock is still quite painful, and also vitality for the pdef. Yeah, so I split these two, and the rest goes to STR and dex. But then if you want to be more tanky and be a support, even a physical support one, you can try to reduce the STR and actually pump in more onto the vitality and int. Then goes the skill set. So this is I haven't changed my skill settings yet, but usually on PvP I remove all these. Wait, I remove all that and I put sacrifice of spirit. And I use this with tasty shrimp. I use stoop. I use tuna party. Yeah, and I use grooming. So this all I use. This is all I use just to be more tanky and also create more damage. While as I have like so this is the manual, but I switched this one with catnip powdering. So why I put catnip powdering is actually in PvP. If you actually use this, you use this in a crowded area and you can rack up a lot of assists. And it actually helps your teammates because it reduces the movement speed of the enemies. Like for example in Guild League and everything else, Guild League, War of Imperium, movement speed is key to secure points, to secure the monsters and everything else. Need to have a good rotation, and to limit the enemy's movement speed is quite a good variable. Also, resurrection. This one, the 9 lives. Yeah, and all the summons I cast manually. So basically I just put on auto, the auto just now I showed you, and I summon these manually like that, and then run around to be more flexible. Then I see like a lot of enemies like this, for example, in the middle. Oh, a lot of enemies. Then I just cast that and summon. So have a lot of mobility. So yeah, and let's move on to my the cards that I use. Wait, let's see this one first. So for PvP, sync. I use Cosmic. No, Stellar Hat. Cosmic Stellar Hat. Yeah, Stellar Dream Hat. I kind of forgot the name. I use this is because of the neutral skill damage. Yeah, the additional neutral skill damage. just for me to deal more damage. Because right now, as you know, PvP damage and PvP damage reduction and PvP damage bonus is not the only key variable for you to actually deal damage or be tanky. You can have like neutral skill damage and neutral skill reduction, which enemies have like Raydrix on. You need to counter that. As Doram, you need to counter that with neutral skill damage, which this provides. And also besides this, there's a lot more other things like Grove and also even the face wear. But the face wear for this defensive one, I use this Christmas present. Christmas present box. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, this is what I use. This is the tankiest face wear so far. And for mouthwear, I use Ruby Gem. This is good for tankiness and also your pet's survivability, not to mention your pet's summons survivability and summons damage. Yeah, so and for the backwear, I use Sunny and Sky. Is all because of one thing, which is the movement speed. And see, the movement speed is insane with this one. As I told you, in the defensive build, which is most useful in Guild League and War of Imperium, movement speed is key to secure points, to secure castle, to secure all the monsters and everything else. Okay, so and this one, I use Pop Superstar for the costume. So yeah, at Refine plus 18, it gives like a defensive stat. So it's very useful. Not only it gives like high damage, it gives movement speed as well and a insanely high ignore pdef. So yeah, this is one of the variables of actually dealing more damage is ignore pdef. Because right now players have like really insane pdefs, so you need to have higher ignore pdef than the enemy's pdef. So moving on. Okay, next is the Nexus. Nexus is quite straightforward. I only have one PvP preset because I have like farming build, which I use like M damage and stuff, and DPS build, which I use like melee P damage. But on PvP, I use all the PvP damage bonus. And yeah, so the thing is, with this, I used this skill, Induction AoE skill damage. So our Sacrifice of Spirit is actually one of the most painful thing about our summons. It is an AoE and it is a burst skill. So this is quite important. And having melee P damage and ignore pdef and PvP damage bonus is quite important. Those three are the most important for us. So this one I didn't get the ignore pdef yet. I get the ignore mdef instead, but I have the skill disruption, which is quite important. Disruption: upon casting a burst skill, your next non-status damage will inflict stun for 1.5 seconds. This is quite important because we do have a burst skill, which is the AoE, the most painful damage that we can deal. And for the talents, you can go for Noble Soul and this one, Wrath of Nature. These two are the most important ones. But then if you want other stuff, you can actually have like more defensive ones over at the Novice talent. Okay, so moving on to the feathers, I'm a low to mid spender, so I mostly focus on maxing my feathers. I only put these on defense. Right now it's tier 18. Once it reaches tier 20, I will start working on this. Putting like light first on the attack. Feathers, light and light. Once I finish with all the lights, then I go light and dark, light and dark, light and dark on the offense. But this way it's quite safe to put it as such. And next I would go, oh yeah, that's this is kind of why. Actually, I need the ignore pdef as well. Right now, my ignore pdef is quite low, not that high, because of the enchants, not decent enough. Didn't find both ignore pdef. Let's see my ignore pdef right now. It's quite. See, my ignore pdef is 5.8, which is quite sad. But yeah. So let's go to enchants now. Okay, enchants. PvP. So the only thing that gives PvP damage bonus and PvP damage reduction is the head gear, headwear, backwear, and costume. So these three. You need to gacha for these. Yeah. I have bad luck with this. But let's see, let's see. Gachaing while doing this. No. No. Okay, never mind. It's okay, it's okay. So yeah, these are the most important things. And this one, you need a melee boon for your offensive ones. Yeah, melee boon, melee boon. And for the others, you can have like PDEF, MDEF, Vitality. Depends on what you need. Like for example, if you have Sunny and Sky, you might need to stack up on Vitality boost for the HP percentage. So it converts to melee P damage. So yeah, anti-M damage, anti-P damage. This is one of the metas for defensive ones. Yeah, you need P damage reduction and M damage reduction as well. So yeah, let's go. Next, let's see how much we get. 8. Sheesh. Okay, mount. You can get any mount. This one is the best defensive mount, and this is the only PvP mount that I have. I don't have a whale mount at all. Like this is the best for all-rounder, but yeah, no, too expensive. But yeah, if you don't have that, you can go for the free-to-play one, which is Ghost Cat. It gives vitality and P attack and max HP as well. So going on to Nebula Path. Nebula Path is quite straightforward for PvP. So the PvP Doram, I mostly go for defensive stats. Right now, I need to update this. I need to convert it to the this one, the Sagittarius, because right now the Rangers are quite painful right now. Yeah, so I would put this one to 3 and this one to 1, I guess. But I have to reduce some other stats. Yeah, but yeah, 3. Right now this one is more painful than and there's not much mecha mechanic right now. So a lot Rangers right now. Yeah, I would switch that later on. Okay, so what else? Oh yeah, try to increase your statues. The new ones actually gives a lot of PvP stats. You see PvP damage bonus and PvP damage reduction. And try to increase it in the multiplication of 4 and 8 until 12 and then 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. All for this. The effects, the tier statue effect. And this one the same thing. Yeah. So, but I have no hammer. It's so hard to get hammer. Like most of my stuff is like most of this one is already at level 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah. Okay, so what else? Yeah, for PvP, I have this. Luckily, sword shield and PvP damage reduction, and also this one, sword shield, but it's still level 2 and PvP damage reduction. And yeah, this is my Veriscore. Okay, so well, what I use for this one, Divine Armament, I use Live Grilled Fish. This one, the Dragon Breath set, and Valkyrie Shield. It's up to you which one actually pains you the most, but this one actually gives you P damage and M damage, and also all the elemental damage that Warlock deals. But if you find Doram more painful, then you can have this Cracked Buckler. It gives neutral damage reduction, more of it, and also the auto cast of Kyrie Eleison. How to say it? Eleison. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's why I choose this is actually to be both defensive and having an offensive stat as well, which is the M attack, P attack. And this one, 3-piece set, upon taking damage, the same type of damage taken in the next 5 seconds is reduced by 2%. You see, like for example, dealing with Warlock's Reading Spellbook, it's a continuous same damage over and over. And even like ASPD types like Guillotine Cross, same damage over and over in a short time period. Yeah, so this is quite useful. And defensive wise, it has a high M damage and P damage reduction, and skill damage reduction as well. So yeah, it's good overall. And okay, the cards I use. Basically, I use this cards. This Cornetus, because if anything breaks your weapon, breaks your armor, then you will be like, you'll die so easily. So this is the best I could ever think of. And yeah, this to deal with Warlock, Dustiness, and this to deal with Doram. Draco, Aurora Boots, I use this. Why? For the Meteor Storm, it actually gives, Meteor Storm actually stuns the enemy. And also this to deal with whales, reflect damage, not bad to have. And yeah. Oh, and the key variable, this one, Aether Bongun. Aether Bongun card actually stuns your enemy, even though we're not RK and we don't have the how to click this. So this bash, it actually needs some other skill to activate the stun, but somehow it actually works with us Dorams. So this Aether Bongun card is a game changer for a lot of stuns. And this Furious Poporing to chase down enemies and stun them. And also this Injustice card to stun them and everything else. Yeah, it's basically a lot of CC and neutral skill damage, of course. For headwear, I use my purple card for the Vitality, Max HP, and also the... of course, you don't need to click the sight thingy that that us Dorams have. And Marduk to counter all the newly meta Warlock with the Ice Earth one that silences you. And yeah, this one, Goblin Puppet Leader. This one, whatever I have right now. And Deviling Puppet. Okay, so why I use this for the max HP, again for the Sunny and Sky. And this one, Deviling Puppet 2, it gives a lot of PvP stats. This one, Baphomet, gives a lot of PvP stats as well. And yeah, that's it for the cards of this defensive build. Defensive and some kind of like CC build. And so for the offensive build, what do I change for the offensive build? So among all that, the offensive build change is only this. This one. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. For this one, the Radiant Ornament, I use Runestone for both offensive and defensive, because there's not much difference in the DPS. If I use chaos or anything else, it's a gotcha thing. So I might as well be more tanky. So yeah. So the offensive build, what is different? So this one I can show you the sync. Right now the sync is Stellar Dream Hat, of course, for neutral damage. This one I use this instead of the tanky one, the musical sticker note, and I use Ruby Gem. Why musical sticker note? Because of the neutral skill damage again. And this one same Sunny and Sky, and this one I use mainly this Martial Bond for the neutral skill damage. Yeah. Ah, shit. Cooking. Okay, so besides that, let me quickly show you the difference in cards. That's card basically the same. This one the same. This also the same. This the same. What's different is actually like when I go offensive, I have two weapons. So I use this Skeleton Worker and Hydra, and for the other weapon I have this one. It's still plus 16, but with rentals it's plus 18. I can put this Aether Desert Wolf and also Goblin there. So in PvP I can switch with this hotkey. You can see this hotkey. I have these two weapons. Yeah, so in DD and everything else you cannot use the card album, so this is the kind of trick that I use. Make sure the stats, the divine traits is there for it. See the divine traits. Ignore P-Def is quite important. STR, P attack, and PvP damage bonus. Yeah, so what else? Cards. This one's still the same, and this one I use a lot of Grove instead of CC, so it can either one-shot or anything else. This one Aether Bongon card and Fierce Poppering to chase down, but if you don't chase down, you just like throw at enemies, chuck your summons at enemies. You can use this Grove card. I think it's all the same. Yeah. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or any suggestions. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Bye.